Would you like to feel more connected and in flow with what you're doing? Imagine experiencing an uplifting feeling of love and peace that radiates from within you. In this episode, we explore the power of intentional gratitude, a specific strategy that can transform your daily life. We'll discuss the difference between superficial gratitude and deeply intentional gratitude. I'll share some personal stories with you and offer practical insights on how to integrate this powerful practice into your life. So join me on the One Person Podcast for an episode that promises to elevate your state of being and help you move through life with ease and grace. If there was a guarantee that you could create your dream life, a life that truly mattered to you, would you want it? My name is Terriane Palmer-Peacock, and I'm delighted to welcome you to the One Person Podcast. I have a belief that one person can make a difference in the world. That person is you. It's me. When we show up as the best version of ourselves, when we create and live our dream lives, we make a positive impact on ourselves and those around us. So if simple, actionable, step-by-step strategies, tools and tips on how to do that inspires you, then you are in the right place, my friend. So let's get started. Would you like a way to feel more connected and in flow with what you are doing? Perhaps you'd like to experience an uplifting feeling of love, a love that radiates from within you so that you're in a state of peace and can go about your day with ease and grace. Well, there is a way to do that, a specific strategy that begins with gratitude. Now, not just any old gratitude or what I call vanilla gratitude, which is the type that has no meaning. It's just repetitive words and thoughts that have no feeling or true emotion attached to it. Now, it's things like, I'm grateful the sky is blue. I have a nice house to live in. The grass is green. I have food on my table. I live in a great location. Like, whatever. Vanilla gratitude to me is something that's kind of like preschool level. That's not what I mean by gratitude. And that's not how we do gratitude here on the One Person Podcast. I'm talking about gratitude wrapped in intention. It's gratitude for being truly thankful and in total appreciation and acceptance for how things are in the present moment. You see the world being perfect as it is. You see, when you live with intentional gratitude, you are open and thankful for everything that you receive, but you also have an expectation. Now remember, anything with ATION at the end means the experience of. So expectation is to expect the experience of what you are grateful for. So intentional gratitude is gratitude specifically directed at the goals or outcomes you are choosing to create. No matter what experience you have during your day, you have gratitude for it. And there's no right or wrong, just opportunities and results being reflected back to you through your perceptions. Now, this Zen Analogy sums it up perfectly. So there was a wise old man who owned a horse. And one day, the horse escaped, and people who knew him said that he was unlucky to lose his horse. The old man said, "No. Not good or bad, just is." About a week later, the horse came back, bringing with it a herd of wild horses. The people said to the old man how lucky he was, "Your horse bringing back the herd of wild horses?" With that, the old man just replied, "No, not good or bad, just is." 2 days later, the old man's son was trying to break in one of the wild horses and was thrown to the ground, breaking his arm and ribs. The people said, "What bad luck, your son being so badly hurt by the wild horses." The old man just smiled and said, "Not good, not bad, just is." A week later, the army came through and rounded up all the young boys from the village and took them off to fight in the war. They saw the old man's son all beaten up and left him behind. The people said to the old man, "You are lucky your son was hurt." The old man said, "Not lucky or unlucky, just is." You see, as the old man experiences gratitude and acceptance, he is able to move through life effortlessly without being affected by the turbulence of emotions that come from our perception or different experiences. You see, as you move towards your goals, how do you deal with the obstacles and opportunities that show up? Do you have gratitude for where you find yourself each day, or do you get affected by the outcomes? Now, I have a special journal. It has a leather-bound cover and insert books that are hand-stitched with special recycled paper. Now, I used to journal in it every day. I absolutely love my journal book. And when I first started my gratitude practice, I'll be honest, I did vanilla journaling. There was no real structure to my journaling practice. I just wrote for 5 to 10 minutes about everything I was grateful for in the moment. And some days it was easy to write, but other days it was, the grass was green, I'm grateful that the sky is blue, I'm grateful for breathing. Like, it really was vanilla gratitude lessons. What that did, though, is what that daily practice did was rewire my brain to look for the good in life. Now, as human beings, we are hardwired to look for the dangers in our life, the things that make us uncomfortable, our fight or flight response. So it can take some effort to look for the things that are great. Now, my personal experience was the things I had gratitude for in my journal were also the things that flourished in my life. Now, if you've never paid attention to gratitude before, or if you've never kept a gratitude journal, then your first task today is to have gratitude for the things that have occurred throughout your day. Now, once you've mastered this, you can take gratitude a step further. You see, it's easy to have gratitude when things are going the way that we want them to. But to have gratitude for things when you are in conflict, well, that's a little more challenging. Now, consider this. The universe must always be in balance. So for us to have true gratitude, we must embrace both sides of life, that which supports us and that which challenges us. So for example, imagine you're driving on the freeway, probably slightly faster than the legal limit, and someone pulls out in front of you and forces you to brake and drive a little slower. You could get angry and yell abuse at them, or you could have gratitude that they are teaching you patience or simply slowing you down. You see, like the story or the analogy that I just told you about the old man, you never know. At that precise moment, you may not have been aware that a police radar camera was sitting around the next corner and their actions prevented you from receiving a hefty speeding fine in the mail. The key point here is that there are many things you can be grateful for, but if we only look for the things that support us and don't honor the things that challenge us as well, we miss having balance in our own universe. So a question I like to ask is, what's good about this? But when we ask it, we must ask it with intention. What's good about this in the context of our desires? It's no good asking that question randomly because you'll get random answers in return. So when you ask it with a specific intention and focus, you'll get answers that move you forward in the direction of your creations. This is so powerful. This one distinction has the power to completely change your perspective and experience of life and how you do gratitude. So set an intention to get an answer with ease and grace, and that will move you one step closer to what you want, and then ask, what's great about this? What's the opportunity in this moment? You see, like right now, I've got paddling politics in my paddling club. There's a war between the management committee, the head coach, and a few other paddlers. Now, today was exceptionally volatile with loads of chats back and forth, calling out of misinformation, other clubbies get involved with only part of the story, people taking sides, basically no winners, lose all around. And I sat back this afternoon, quite frankly, with messenger fatigue, and I asked myself, in the context of my goal, which is to steer or paddle a 2025 top 3 national women's crew, what's good about this? Where's the opportunity in this? And I realised all this conflict has brought to light the inadequacies of our previous season, which will enable us to improve and implement better training strategies for the upcoming season. It also identified how many club members are racers, as in those people who want to take their paddling to the next level, and how many are actually only social paddlers. And I also got to see the true colours of some people, so I know who I want to invest my time with and who I don't. And most importantly, I recognised growing my business and being a mum to my son in his final 2 years of school are way more important to me than my paddling goals. So it's allowed me to prioritize where paddling fits into the overall scheme of things for me. Now that in itself is huge and has given me grace to not only it's given me the grace to not get too emotionally involved with any of it. Now, as a result of all of this, I was able to step into the space of gratitude and raise my vibration to the frequency where I am living a life I love today. And that's my challenge for you this week. How can you have gratitude for everything that happens in your life with intention? Now, something you might want to add to your nighttime routine is a practice that I do. I have gratitude mentally before I go to sleep at night. I think about my primary choices, the things I most desire. Then I look for what was great during my day in the context of those choices. Again, this is intentional gratitude. As I fall asleep, reruns of the opportunities are playing through my mind. So not only do I have a blissful sleep, but I'm reinforcing to the universe or to my creative spirit what I desire, all while I sleep. Give it a go and let me know what additional results and outcomes you achieve as a result of simply being intentionally grateful. Well, thanks for listening to this episode. If you liked it, please share it with a friend. I'd be truly grateful, and it's a way we can spread more positivity and joy into the world. You never know what a difference you can make in someone else's life just by being you and sharing this podcast. All right, my friend, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next week on the One Person Podcast. Bye for now. Hey friends, it's hard to believe we're already halfway through the year. So let me ask you a question. Are you where you want to be in your life and business right now? And if not, what's holding you back? Maybe you've set ambitious goals, but find yourself stuck in the same old routine. Maybe you're constantly reacting to problems instead of creating the future you desire. If this sounds familiar, I have something that can help transform your approach and get you back on track. Introducing the Momentum Method and Planner program, your ultimate tool for staying in the creative orientation and achieving your goals with structure and clarity. Imagine waking up every day with a clear vision and a plan to make it happen. The Momentum Method combines a powerful planner with an on-demand program designed to keep you focused, inspired, and in control of your journey. Here's what you can expect in the program: clarity and focus. Our planner helps you set clear, actionable goals and prioritize your daily tasks so you always know what to work on next. It offers you creative orientation. The online program teaches you how to tap into your creative genius so you're not just solving problems, but creating opportunities and innovative solutions. It gives you structured progress. With daily, weekly, and monthly planning pages, you'll stay organized and on track, making consistent progress towards your big goals. And it'll give you flexibility and adaptability. Life happens and plans change, but our planner and program are designed to be flexible, allowing you to adjust your course without losing momentum. Stop letting life's detours keep you from reaching your destination. With the Momentum Method and Planner program, you can take control of your path, stay focused on what truly matters, and turn your dreams into reality. So are you ready to make the second half of your year the best year yet? Click on the link in the show notes to learn more and sign up today. Let's create a future you're excited about together.